Okay, good evening and welcome to the Women's Travel Club. What's new for 2019 and 2020 webinar? Thank you so much for joining us this evening. If you are in the large part of North America affected by the polar vortex right now, we hope you're cozy and comfortable and you have a beverage or a snack. And thanks so much for joining us. So we're pretty excited about the content for this evening. We are going to go over the fabulous and exciting tours for 2019, do a sneak preview for 2020. We will do, of course, a little overview of what the Women's Travel Club does and get to know the tour leaders and introduce them. If you've been along before for our webinar series, thanks again for joining us. And if you're with us for the first time tonight, thank you so much. And really hope you enjoy the content we have for you tonight. So just to introduce myself, I am Kevin Hilberdink, and I am very lucky to be married to Marianne Southall, the owner of the Women's Travel Club. Way back when, I dabbled a little bit in student broadcasting when I was at Brock University, and travel is an absolute passion of mine, as it is with, I'm sure, everyone here tonight. So here's a look at our tour leaders, and in the very top corner left is Debbie Grew. And Debbie also is the, let's say, the right hand of the Women's Travel Club, has worked with Marianne right from the very beginning and has over 25 years in the travel business. We have Sarah in the top. She is new as a tour leader. She has an extensive background in travel, especially in the wedding planning side of things. And of course, moving clockwise, we have Marianne Southall. She is probably happiest if the tour is in Africa, in a jungle, a remote location of some type. Then continue on, we have Melissa, who is more into adventure and the extreme side of things, has a great love of sharks and the ocean. In the bottom center, we have Linda, our horse riding and equestrian expert. She has a long background in riding, teaching, training, the best horse riding coach you're ever going to find. Then we have Irene Murray. Irene does a lot of urban tours, anything with cooking, culture. Moving up, we have Kirsten, who is a veterinarian by trade, and she does a lot of European tours. And anyway, we have a great group of tour leaders for the Women's Travel Club. Myself, I do a little bit of work in creative and marketing, and it's my pleasure to be with you all tonight on the webinar. So now let's introduce and turn things over to Marianne Southall, who is the owner of the Women's Travel Club. And Marianne, I know you're really excited about tonight.
I am. I'm very excited about tonight. Thank you to everybody that is online watching and attending. We are so happy to have you here. We're very excited. We've been working very hard to put everything together and to pull all the kind of tours and the plans together in time for the webinar. So we are just so excited for tonight. A little bit about myself. I am the founder and owner of the Women's Travel Club. I was a travel agent for years and really saw a need for a niche for women who wanted to travel, women that were probably, getting towards retirement years. had the time and the funds and the desire to travel, to do tours, to see places, and didn't always have someone to go with. So I had a vision for small group tours. I wanted it to feel like you were traveling with a group of friends, not to be a big busload of 40 people, to be a small group, and to women only, and just started to work from there. It started to grow. I sold my interest in the travel agency, and now we just do the Women's Travel Club full time. So I am, thrilled with how everything's going. We have met some amazing ladies. I can't tell you some of the friendships we have formed with the ladies that travel with us. We have some of the most wonderful, fun ladies you can imagine. And so I want to just introduce my right hand in all of this, Debbie. I couldn't do this without her. She is here for everything. And if you've booked any tours, I am sure you have talked to Debbie or had her as a tour leader. So Debbie, just introduce yourself.
Hi everyone. Some of you might know me, but for those that don't know me, I'm Debbie, as known here. I have been married for 22 years and I have a 19-year-old son, so that keep me very busy. I have been in the travel industry for well over 30 years, and I'll probably most likely be talking to all of you at one point. Most likely booking your flights, doing any pre or post. I help out with a lot of the tours. We kind of combine each other and help out each other on the tours and stuff. But most likely you will be dealing with me on that kind of stuff. So I look forward to seeing you on some of my tours coming up and talking to you.
And that brings us to Kirsten, who was supposed to be here tonight. Unfortunately, Kirsten had a little bit of bad luck. Actually, her husband did, and he had emergency brain surgery last night. I am very happy to say Pete, Kirsten's husband, is doing very well, came through the surgery with no problems at all, and is very much on the road to recovery. So we're wishing Kirsten and Pete and their family the best of luck, but it does seem like everything is quite good, a little scary at first, but quite good now. Unfortunately, with everything that's gone on in the last 48 hours, Kirsten just couldn't be here with us tonight. She has done webinars with us previously, and she is going to be doing a webinar with me next week. So if you kind of want to virtually meet Kirsten, you can definitely join us for our webinar next week on Spain, and you'll get to meet her. Kirsten is a lot of fun on tours. She loves Africa. We fight for Africa all the time to see who gets to lead those tours, but she's equally at home in Europe and is just very organized, very fun, very in charge, knows her stuff. And by day, she is a veterinarian. She owns a veterinary practice, which is what gives her the ability to travel, I think, is that she's actually the owner of the practice, so she can get out and get away. But she is great fun on a tour, and she will be leading our Thailand and Vietnam tour coming up for any ladies going on that tour. Next is Melissa, and Melissa, unfortunately, I think with the weather the way it is, we're glad we have anybody here to kind of help, because it's just been awful. Melissa, unfortunately, last minute had a appointment come up that she could not get out of, so Melissa couldn't be here with us either. Melissa is a great fun tour leader. She is very adventurous. She's going to be the most adventurous of any of us. If it's crazy and out there, she's done it. She's done skydiving. She's done cage diving with great white sharks. She will literally do pretty much anything. And so that makes her a wonderful tour leader, because she will look after you and make sure everything goes very well for you. You might see her on some of the more outdoorsy kind of tours, and definitely our new active tours that are coming up. She is going to be leading a lot of those. And Sarah is our newest tour leader. Sarah is a wonderful tour leader, and she is a great travel agent, and she's been in travel for a long time, so she really knows her stuff. Sarah, can we hear you? It looks like you are self-muted right now. Hi, Sarah.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hi, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Very good. Thank you for being with us tonight.
My pleasure. Wanted me to do an intro of who I am.
Yes.
I've been in the travel industry, same as Deb. Actually, we knew each other years and years ago at Canadian Holidays. So I've been in the industry 30 years plus. Married 25 years this year, turned 50 this year. It's my milestone year. 2 boys, 22 and 19. And I'm very, very excited to be a part of this. I do a lot of groups and destination weddings myself. I have my own agency. And I also run a non-for-profit called the Purse Project, which is where we collect new and gently used purses for women in the Niagara area. So kind of me in a nutshell, and I'm very, very excited to be a part of this organization.
Okay, thanks, and welcome.
Thank you.
And our next tour leader is Linda. Linda is going to be leading our new equestrian riding tours. So you're going to see those start to come up for anybody that likes horses and riding. This is going to be a great opportunity for you. And we really couldn't get any more experience than Linda. Linda, are you there? Can we hear you?
Hi, I'm here. Hi, everybody.
Hey, Linda.
Hi, Linda. Welcome. Would you like to tell everybody just a little bit about yourself?
Well, I think the pictures pretty much explain it. I've been in business 40 years. Horses have been my life and my passion. As you see in the one bottom picture, there's 3 generations of us now in our family with the horses and the riding. I've taught all my life. I've ridden. I grew up in England and rode all over England and had the ponies and the horses, and I've been fortunate enough to make a career out of what I love: riding, teaching, training, showing. So I'm excited to be doing this.
Oh, well, we are very excited to have you. Thank you so much, Linda.
All right, this is a fun part now that we've met everyone. We've got some giveaways tonight. We will be, throughout the webinar, we'll be giving out some gift cards. And then we have a very big giveaway that everyone's very excited about. Marianne, do you want to tell them? I almost feel guilty mentioning the big giveaway. I think you should tell everyone.
Well, we're not going to reveal it until the end of the night, but we do have a tour that we're going to give away at the end of the evening. So basically, to be eligible for the tour, if you book online tonight while we're doing the webinar, you're going to be put into the box, into the draw. So it should be a very small number of people to be eligible, so you have a really good chance of winning a free tour. And at the end of the night, we're going to announce who is going to win that free tour.
Thank you. That's really cool. That's a very exciting giveaway.
And also throughout the evening, we're just going to give away some gift cards and such. So as the evening goes on, different people will win that are online with us are going to win some gift cards.
All right, so let's get into what's new and what's coming up for 2019.
Okay, if everybody can, while you're on the webinar, if you can open a new tab on your computer and just open up the Women's Travel Club website. So it's going to be www.womens-travel-club.com. And if you just go on to the website, at the top in the menus bar, you'll see the option for tours. Click on tours, or if you're on your phone, just scroll down to tour calendar, and that's going to open up our tours. Conveniently, just for you for tonight, we have already loaded in all our 2020 tours. So as you scroll down the tours, you're going to see all the new tours are there. Don't peek ahead. We will go through them all. But I just wanted to give you a few things that are new. One thing is just underneath the list of the destination, we've given you a short little description of the type of tour it is. So you can see just on this page here in the examples, there's river cruises, short getaways, active tour, classic tour would be just the regular tours. All the little descriptions are pretty self-explanatory, but it just gives you kind of an idea of, before you even get to the page, what kind of tour you're going to be looking at. So as we've kind of hinted at, a couple of the new tours that new categories we have coming up. One is active tour. So these are tours that are going to have a little more oomph in them. They're not going to be just your regular kind of bus tour with the nod walking tour here or there. They are going to have definite activities in the tours. We've had ladies ask for this. I know they're not for everyone, so that's why they're clearly labeled as an active tour. But for ladies that would like to get a little bit more out of their tour with an activity level, they're going to be there. And of course, as with Linda, we've kind of hinted to this too, that we are introducing riding tours. So we have that coming up. Debbie, you're going to talk about travel insurance.
Hello. I'm sorry. I have to go from one side of the room to the other.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Debbie is actually kind of manning different things as the evening's going on. So she is watching the chat for the website. So if you're on our website, the chat is open if you want to send a message if you have a question. And you can also ask questions through the chat on the webinar itself. And at the end of the evening, we will open up your microphone. So anybody that has, if you have questions, save them for the end of the evening and we'll open them up and we'll go over any questions you may have then too.
So we just wanted to quickly mention insurance. As you all know, we're travel agents. We do sell insurance. It is highly important to have insurance. Quite often people tell us that they have coverage and then possibly not be covered for the correct things. So just for instance, some people tell us they have credit card coverage. Well, when you really look at your credit card coverage, it's only covering you for $1,500 when your tour could be $4,000 or $5,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 or more. So you really have to be careful of that. That's why we're here to help you. So if you have any questions, we would really want to go through the insurance with you. As well, quite often we find some of the ladies that go on our tours are going on more than one tour, or they're going somewhere else. They may, be going on a vacation with their families or something. So another very important insurance is your medical insurance. And we do sell in Canada, we do sell annual insurance. So it's for medical only or package. It also can be covering your packages. So just please be very, what's the right word?
Diligent.
Yeah,
Proactive. Just so you know, there's certain instances that can come up on a tour. We actually had an incident come up on a recent tour. And what happened was it was an act of God that made the tour couldn't actually get to the hotel it was scheduled to go to, so they had to stay in a different hotel. If something like that happens and say a tour bus breaks down, well then of course that's covered through the tour company and they put you up. But when it's an act of God, it's not covered through the tour company. So this was a flood that they couldn't get past. And because it's an act of God, it's not covered. So the extra night, everybody had to pay for their hotel room. Now, if you have travel insurance, that's covered through travel insurance. So it's not a problem at all. It's covered. That is just an example of why it's really important to have travel insurance. The other thing is that's new on the website, you'll notice on the different tour pages when you're going through the full details and pricing page, we do have a link right there to request a travel insurance quote. So if you're looking at a tour, say, and you're wondering, oh, how much would the travel insurance be? You can request a quote. Or if you've already booked the tour and want travel insurance, you can request a quote then. Also, plus on the form that you fill in for booking a tour, there is a spot to purchase travel insurance or request a quote.
Does it, I haven't looked at the form, does it have where they're from, like BC? Okay,
Yeah,
because we do
yeah.
have stipulations on those.
Okay, the other thing I just wanted to quickly talk about is, because as you're going to see all our 2020 tours that are up, all you're going to know about them right now is the destination, kind of what kind of tour it is, the month is going, and how many days the tour is. So as this other information's coming out, so the full itinerary is going to come out, the cost is going to come out, the exact dates are going to come out, things like that. In the meantime, while we're just kind of working on that, we put them up for something called pre-booking. What pre-booking does is it allows you to say, yes, I'd be interested in it. So you say, oh yeah, Turkey, June, yeah, that would work for me. Now, of course, you don't know if it'll work for you. Price is going to be a huge factor in that. But at least you have an idea that that's something you would be interested in. And so you can pre-book it. And what that does is just takes a very little bit of information. This is the pre-booking form. We're just taking your contact information, any special requests, and that's it. So it's not taking a ton of stuff. It takes 2 minutes to fill it in, you send it in, and now you're pre-booked. So you're just on a list that says, yes, you're interested in that tour. What it does for us is it tells us how many people are interested in a tour, how popular a tour is going to be. It gives us an idea. Do we really want to do this tour? If we only have, a couple people pre-booking it, maybe it's not going to be very popular. If it is something that a lot of people are pre-booking, then we know it's going to be very popular. What it does for you is first you get the notice that the tour information is up first. And second, you will also receive $100 off the price of the tour. So it's a little thank you from us for you telling us, yes, it's interest, showing you're interested in the tour. And for you, like, why not save $100 off a tour? It doesn't hurt. And there is no obligation. So once details come out, if you're not interested, you can be like, yeah, no, decided no. And that's not a problem at all. You're taken right off the list.
All right, now we get to an exciting part of the webinar. We get to do an overview of the 2019 tours. A lot of great destinations, some just fabulous tours. So it's going to be good to get into some of the details and a little bit of an overview.
Okay. Oh, so Debbie, you're on again.
This coming year, we have quite a few tours that are actually going, and a few of them I'm just going to talk a little bit about. We have our Greece tour coming up in May, and we will be traveling there from Athens to Santorini and to Rhodes, May 17th to the 24th. This is a guaranteed departure, meaning that we have enough ladies and we actually still have room left on this tour if you're interested in booking. The yacht cruise portion is an amazing, relaxing experience. It's absolutely a phenomenal way of getting around the Turkish islands. We unfortunately, due to the limited number of cabins, we are sold out on that tour. As well, in April, I will be joining a group of 17 ladies on our Tulip Time River Cruise, viewing all the wonderful gardens of Holland. This is a very popular cruise, and it was sold out in a few weeks, about a year ago. Next, after that, I'm off to Morocco, another very popular tour. This April, we are actually sold out, but still have room on our November tour. So you can still see Morocco, but it'll be in November. We start in Casablanca, head to Rabat, Fez, and then out to the Sahara Desert for a night in a camp, and then we end up in Marrakesh. I have a bit of a break until August, and then August 8th to the 17th, I'll be leading a group of ladies on the east coast of Canada, starting and ending in Halifax. We will visit the Cabot Trail and PEI. We'll enjoy a cooking class. We'll visit Hopewell Rocks, and amongst a whole bunch of other popular destinations and sights to see. It'll be a wonderful tour. Then at the end of the year, I head to Tahiti. So we will be heading there with a group of ladies. It's actually a guaranteed departure. We still have room on that one. We have a couple spots left. So if you're thinking about booking that tour, I would think really quickly, because flights get booked up very quickly, and it's really good to get it booked now if you can.
Yeah, and that's been a popular one. That's one that everybody looks at and is so excited about. It's just beautiful.
Absolutely. White sand beaches, crystal clear blue waters, swimming with sharks, but not that they come after you or anything.
Not the eat you kind of sharks.
No, staying in a beautiful.
Yeah, an overwater bungalow in Tahiti. Like,
absolutely gorgeous.
Is that not everybody's dream?
It's mine. I'm finally gonna get there, but without my husband. Okay, so I left probably one of my most favorite places that I've ever visited to the end. This is a fabulous tour to the Holy Land, Israel. We have room available. We will be arriving in Tel Aviv, and we do a few small tours out a little bit to it's not up there. Well, we visit Bethlehem, Jerusalem, Tel Aviv, Haifa. All of these are quite religious. It's from the moment I arrived in Israel. Yeah, from the moment I arrived, I had goosebumps. Yeah. It's that religious fact that when you're walking through the old walled city of Jerusalem, and you know that Jesus walked those steps, and you're following his steps. You feel it. Yeah. You feel every little ounce of it.
Oh wow.
You also, I mean, it's just the beauty of the land. It's so beautiful. The gardens. We go to
that's
on the way
Gardens.
Bahia. That should be Bahia.
Oh, yeah,
Bahia Gardens.
Yeah.
And it's a tiered level garden. It's absolutely gorgeous. We head out to the Golan Heights, where we visit Nazareth, where Mary first got signed that she was.
Yeah. Oh, you guys all missed the the sign language.
Yeah. Traveling through the areas we stop, we have dinner with a local family. We have lunch with a local family. We do a boat cruise on the Sea of Galilee. We head to Jerusalem again, where I was talking about, feeling the Wailing Wall.
Are you going to float in the Dead Sea?
Yes, absolutely. We end up Masada. Masada is a beautiful old fortress. It overlooks a lot of that area, so you'll just it's beautiful up there. It's actually even more beautiful when the sun's going down or coming up, but we won't be there at that time. It's absolutely gorgeous there. I love, love, love. And we absolutely will spend some time floating in the Dead Sea. And this tour is going to take place on September 10th to the 21st. The double occupancy in Canadian dollars is $68.79, and in US about $52.31 when sharing a room. If you prefer to, and we can actually match you up if you want to do a double occupancy, and we try to let you know each other ahead of time. The single occupancy is $84.69, US about $64.41. So we have a $500 deposit due at the time of booking, and then final payment is due June the 1st.
So what we've done for tonight is we've gone back to our suppliers and worked with them to try and offer some really good discounts on a few of the tours. So on a select number of tours, basically each tour operator got to pick one tour. We have worked out some amazing discounts. What you need to know is those discounts are good only for tonight. Literally, we have a one-day sale at these rates, and it can be booked tonight. If the booking doesn't come in by tonight, we can't do it. So don't call us tomorrow and ask us for these rates. We can't get them back.
From the supplier.
Yeah, it's a one-night thing. So for this tour, Debbie was able to talk very nicely to her supplier, and for this tonight only, we can offer you $500 off the price of this tour.
It's amazing.
That's really good. So if you're interested in the Holy Land tour, you get online and fill in that booking sheet, because it's got to get into our office by today so that we can have it to them in their inbox tonight. Okay, here's me. I know I look a little scared in that picture. I was trying to get a picture of me with the map in the background. So I have a fewer tours for myself this year, just because of logistics and such. The tours I'm going to be doing, South Africa and Botswana, they're combined in a grand tour. So first I'm going to be doing South Africa, and then moving on to do Botswana. I previewed actually Kevin came with me, and we previewed the South Africa tour last February. It was amazing. I couldn't believe two of the things that blew me away about that tour. First was in Kruger, the number of animals we saw. We saw the big five plus wild dogs and hyenas and a bunch of other animals
By lunchtime.
And it was like, that's all you need. You could have done all of Africa in 4 hours. It was amazing.
I suggest you take more time, though.
Yeah. For the flight, you want more than 4 hours. And the second thing that blew me away about the tour, for the price of the tour, was the level of accommodation we had in the lodges. Especially the one at outside of Kruger and at the private game reserve. They were amazing. The one outside of Kruger, we were able to sit in the infinity pool and had giraffe wandering around behind us. Like just amazing. Not like something you just would never expect to be able to do.
Outstanding food too. You will not go hungry. You'll be very well fed. The service at the lodges is outstanding. Very personable. The guides are amazing. And with the South Africa tour, you're going to have our favorite guide, Peter Krom.
Yes, we requested him back.
Who is a Dutchman who has lived most of his adult life in South Africa. So he speaks Afrikaans, Dutch, and English. And he is a bit of a character, but in a great way. Wonderfully intelligent man, very insightful, very caring about the group, and a wonderful guide.
Just so you know, we only have one spot left on South Africa, and it is a shared spot. We cannot get any more single spots for South Africa or Botswana, and we have a fair number of ladies waiting to see if they could get moved into a single room. So we can't get any more singles for either of those, and only one more spot left for South Africa. Botswana, I love Botswana. It is probably one of the most beautiful countries in Africa. It's the safest country in Africa. And definitely the concentration of animals is unlike anywhere else, and especially elephants. If you want to see elephants, Botswana is your place. You will see a sea of elephants. They're everywhere. So love Botswana, love the Delta. Which is the terrain is so different from anywhere. If you can only do one place in Africa and you want to do safari, Botswana is the place to do it. My other tour, which is also in the fall in September, is Peru. Going to do a great tour throughout Peru, throughout the Sacred Valley. We're going to do Machu Picchu. This isn't a super active tour. There are a few hikes, and of course, anytime you're hiking to Machu Picchu, you're at altitude, and there's going to be a bit of hiking involved, but it's not a super active tour. We do take the Andean Express out to Lake Titicaca. The Andean Express is a fabulous train, one of the higher rated kind of shorter train rides in the world. And it's got the big dome cars so that you can see everything as you're going through the beautiful landscape. Lake Titicaca has the floating islands. So the island's made out of reeds, which is really neat. We do a home visit there. And after that, if you would we have a Amazon add-on. So we go to an Amazon research station and stay there. I think it's 5 nights. But the tour I really want to talk to you about tonight and kind of do a little run through, the one I really want to go, and we still do need a few ladies to join to make this one go. So I am praying that we can get them, because I am very excited to experience this. We're going to do Northern Italy. We're going to go from Milan to Venice and then on to the heart of Tuscany, Florence. So Milan we stay, and what I love about this is each place we stay for 3 nights. So we're not rushing, and you're not, unpacking, going to a new hotel every day. You have 3 good nights in each location. So we're going to start in Milan. While we're in Milan, we're going to visit the Lakes District. We're going to Lake Como. We're hoping to see George. We'll take pictures with him if we do. Then we go on to one of the most recognizable places on earth, Venice. And finally, we end up in Florence. And we do a few really cool things here. Of course, the boat ride on Lake Como. We do a pizza making and gelato making class. Of course, like what else would you do in Italy? And on the one day when we're in Florence, we go out for a tour of Tuscany on a very different way. We're going out for a Vespa tour of Tuscany. How Italian is that? Have no fear. We will have each our own experienced, knowledgeable, and hopefully very good looking, sorry Kev, driver for each of our Vespas. And so we just get to sit back and enjoy the scenery while they drive us around. Probably the laughs on her because they're all women drivers. Are they really?
It's all good.
So Classic Northern Italy is coming up in May 9th to the 18th. The double occupancy rate is $58.99 Canadian. The single occupancy rate is $68.99 Canadian, which is very good for a single occupancy versus double. So it's really got a good rate there. Of course, we'll match you with a roommate if you would like. Is $300 per person deposit at time of booking, and final payment though is coming up next month. And so I worked with our supplier for this and begged and pleaded to get the best rate I could because, like I said, we still need a few ladies and I desperately want this tour to go. So if you book tonight, you can save $400 off that price. That's a really good savings there. So again, say tonight and save $400. Join me in Northern Italy. That'll make me very, very happy. So Kirsten, I'm gonna just quickly go through Kirsten's tours as she wasn't able to be here tonight. So she's got coming up right just next month, she's got Thailand and Vietnam. That's a grand tour, so 2 separate tours put together to make one big long tour. Very popular. Thailand sold out very quickly, so right now both Thailand and Vietnam are sold out. She is doing our second Morocco tour in November, so she's doing a fall Morocco tour. She's doing the fall Morocco tour, and the April Morocco tour is sold out, but we still have room for the fall Morocco tour. So if you're interested in Morocco, we still have some room there. Morocco's always super popular, always sells out. So keep that in mind. And she is also doing our fabulous Bali tour. Kind of jealous about that, but can't be everywhere. So Bali is a guaranteed departure. If you're interested, I think there's like 5 spaces left maybe.
Bali sounds nice right now.
Oh, wouldn't Bali be perfect right now?
Locked in an Arctic freeze.
Yeah. And the tour she was going to concentrate on is Spain. I'm going to try hard to kind of keep up with this because I kind of just had to play catch up. So let's have a look at where she's going to go in Spain. That's kind of a lot of places, obviously, by the dots. The tour starts in Madrid, and you spend a few days in Madrid kind of traveling out to different places. So you're going to go to little towns of Avila, Segovia, Toledo, Cordoba, Montilla, Seville, Ronda, Granada, Valencia, and then we're finally going to end in Barcelona. So it is a very good in-depth tour of Spain and a lot going on there. It includes a fair number of walking tours in it. Not long tours, like maybe a couple hours, kind of a nice easy pace walking tour, but there are definitely walking tours in most of the cities. So just keep that in mind. The one walking tour does include tapas along the way, which is my kind of walking tour, let me tell you. There's a winery visit and a paella cooking class, and I guess there's other tours and such. If you are interested in this, you want more details, just so you know, next Wednesday, our webinar is going to be on the Spain tour. So if you're interested and want full details, join us next Wednesday and you can get an overview of the whole tour. So here's Spanish Highlights Tour. It's going to be from June 10th to 21st. The double occupancy rate is $59.99. Single occupancy rate is $79.99. Again, we can always match you with a roommate if you want to take advantage of that lower double occupancy rate. Deposit is going to be $500 due at the time of booking, and final payments coming up in March. And for this tour, we were able to negotiate another $400 off, which is, again, a nice, excellent, that takes a big chunk out of that for you. So interested, book tonight. Okay. And Melissa's tour, I'll do this too, which I've done this tour before, so this is a little easier for me. This is the Galapagos Islands private yacht cruise coming up in the fall. This is such a wonderful tour. I love it for a couple of reasons. One is I'm all about the nature, and there's no more nature than Galapagos. The other thing I loved about it is the private yacht. So it is just are just our ladies on the shot, and it is such a lovely atmosphere. So every day you're going to a couple different stops and islands and visiting the islands, and it's usually getting off the island and kind of doing a walking tour around. And then in the evenings we have dinner. It's all your food's included, your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner. So we'll have dinner. And then after dinner, we would a lot of times play games or sit around together and doing things. So the picture up top is us all playing Pictionary on a big whiteboard. Or we played, you know, trivia games or charades and things like that. So it was a lot of fun. And the back deck was lovely. We'd sit out and have our wine in the evening before dinner. And the animals and birds you see in Galapagos is amazing. It literally, you know, you're stepping over sea lions. They just don't care that you're there. You just walk right by everything, or big, huge iguanas, and they're just right there. And so the tour does include a night in Quito before we head over to the islands themselves. It does include the interior flight, and there's tours in Quito also. I think there's a tour in Quito before we come over to the Galapagos. And then throughout the Galapagos, once we're on the boat, we stop at various different islands along the way and do walking tours and see different things and learn a lot about it. Our guide in the Galapagos, all the guides are actual kind of nature rangers. So they're excellent, really know their stuff. So a few more pictures. We do go see the giant tortoise breeding center, which is very, very interesting. And all those guys. So this is going to be from November 23rd to December 2nd, the rates. And if you're looking at the Galapagos at all, have a look at these rates. You're going to see that for the Galapagos, these are very, very good rates. The double occupancy rate is $55.49. Single occupancy is unfortunately getting up there just because it is one of these cruise ideas that when you get your single occupancy, you're almost paying double. So it's $11,098, so $11,000. But we will match with a roommate. The cabins are quite comfortable. They're, you know, boat cabins, so they're not palatial, but you definitely have enough room to get around, and you have a full washroom with a full shower in each cabin. The deposit's only $350, but there is a second deposit, a little bit more coming up in May. Final payment is due on July 15th. And get this, get that, look at that.
It's a great discount.
$500 off those prices. That's unheard of for Galapagos. So that is excellent. Okay, now I'm going on to Irene's tour. I'm just doing everybody's stuff tonight. Irene is heading to Ireland and Scotland. So let's start with Ireland. We've actually done, I've done this tour, Debbie's done this tour, so we're handing it off again. Irene's from the UK, so we figured she'd be a very good candidate to kind of know her stuff and at least talk with the right accent. Of course, in Ireland, we see a little bit of everything that you would want to see in Ireland. One of the things I love about the tour is it does go to Northern Ireland, so you're going to get up to Belfast, which not all tours do. And personally, when I was there, I think it's important. I think it really, you know, the whole rift that's there between the Republic and Northern Ireland, it's still, there's undertones there, and it's very interesting to be there and to kind of watch it and to go from one area to the other and to see the differences. So you know, if you're going to Ireland, and I think that's an important thing to kind of see while you're there. Of course, we also have here the Giant's Causeway. You're going to kiss the Blarney Stone. Cliffs of Moher, which I'm scared of heights, and I can tell you, I was like, yeah, I see them, and walked back to the tour bus. I was like, other people were like leaning over the edge, taking pictures, so I'm like, not a chance, I'm over here. The Titanic exhibit, which is also very, very interesting. We do visit Jameson's Distillery, and you can see Debbie and I down there at 10 a.m. having a little a little nip. Okay, and then on to Scotland. So September 18th to 25th, the one tour backs into the other tour. And in Scotland, we do more of the same type of thing. We're going to take the Jacobite train, which is commonly known as the Hogwarts Express. So when you see the Hogwarts Express in the movies, this is the train. We're going to visit a distillery here, of course. We have an exclusive pre-opening tour of Edinburgh Castle, and the golfer in me is always very happy that we're going to visit St. Andrews. So here's the two tours. The Ireland tour is going to be first, September 8th to the 18th. It's an 11-day tour. The cost is $4,999 for sharing or $6,139 for single. $300 deposit with the final payment due on July 2nd. Scotland, very similar, is going to be September 18th to the 25th. It's an 8-day tour. Same price for the double occupancy and a little less for the single occupancy. The deposit is the same at $300 and final payment is due the same day. And if you book tonight, you can save $300 off of either of those tours. So same discount for both tours, $300. Also, we have something that we call a grand tour. What grand tour is, we take two tours that go to the same kind of general area and we run them back to back. So this is if you have more time and want to just do one flight, it gives you more tour to experience in that area. We also were able to negotiate a bit of a discount. So rather than paying the $4,999 twice, we've got that reduced to $9,399 for both tours, or a single occupancy of $11,289. And the grand tour does include the interior flight from Ireland to Scotland. And if you book tonight, we'll give you $300 off the grand tour too. Okay, now we are on to the exciting part. What everybody has been waiting for, I'm sure, is a rundown of what we have coming for 2020.
2019 was very impressive. I mean, has to be something for everyone with those tours, but it's going to be really cool to get a look at what you guys are looking at for 2020.
Oh, we're very excited about 2020, I can tell you. First thing, we're introducing something a little bit new. We're having something called a Signature Grand Journey, which I keep on saying jury. Signature Grand Journey, and this is going to come up every year, and it's going to be where a grand tour, a grand journey is two tours. This is going to be more than just the two tours, and it's going to be something pretty epic. So this is for your well-traveled people out there that have seen and done everything that really want to step it up a bit. So you have the opportunity to do these tours back to back to back. They are 3 separate tours, so if any of them interest you, you can do them each as their own individual stand-alone tour. But if you have the time and ability to do these 3 tours, this is going to be something totally amazing.
And are you gonna let them know about the special we have going?
Okay. So the first tour we're gonna do is a Baltics land tour. So we've done a Baltics cruise. This is going to be a land tour of the Baltics. The other thing I love about this is it's 3 kind of different modes of transportation. You're gonna see this. So we've got the Baltics land tour. Probably my favorite part. We're doing the Trans-Siberian Rail Tour, which is going to take us from Moscow to Beijing. Very excited about that.
That's impressive.
That is like, I have a thing for luxury trains, so I'm very excited about that. And the third one is the Russia River Cruise. So each one of these you can do separately, or you can do them all together. Or you can do 2 out of 3 too. You can do it any way you want. And tonight, so normally if you book it, the Signature Grand Journey, which is going to be a separate booking altogether than the different tours by themselves. If you book the pre-book the Signature Grand Journey, usually we give you $100 off per tour when you pre-book a tour. The Signature Grand Journey, because it's gonna be a little bit more of a pricier endeavor, we're going to give you $300 off if you pre-book it. Well, tonight, if you pre-book it, and remember, pre-booking is no obligation, right? You're just saying, this is something I'm interested in. So if you go in and you pre-book it tonight, and it comes up and you decide this is something you want to do, you're going to save $500 off the price of the Grand Journey. Okay, so the Baltics Land Tour. Debbie's been to the Baltics, so she's going to kind of just give you a quick few words about the Baltics Land Tour. So,
Changing positions.
we're going to tear her away. The chat's going crazy over there.
So right now we have it so that we'll be flying into Copenhagen. The dates and how many times and everything, how long we'll be there, and that's all being set up right now. But we will probably be there 4 days. We'll have tours of the North Coast, tours of Copenhagen itself, have some time, shopping time. Some of the girls that went with me before asked if we could have a little bit more shopping time. So the land tour is actually going to give us a little bit more time to spend in each of the places that we're going to be going. So we have Finland, Sweden,
Tallinn,
Estonia.
Yeah. Helsinki.
Yes, Helsinki.
Helsinki.
And then we'll end up in St. Petersburg. So at that point, you could continue St. Petersburg to Moscow on the cruise portion of it.
Yeah.
But we will be probably spending a little bit more, like we did the last time we went on this, we did a cruise. And when you're on a cruise, you kind of only have that day to run around and see things. So as a land tour, we're actually going to have 3 to 4 days in each of those destinations to be able to actually see it and spend time. If you want to shop, you can shop, but we'll also have tours going as well. So
Very good. So then she said we finish in St. Petersburg, which is the start of our river cruise. So we are going to go from St. Petersburg, work our way down the river to Moscow, stopping in smaller little towns and cities that you can't get to any other way. So, people that do Russia, which is kind of obscure to us, kind of, it's not someplace that many people get to experience in any great depth. This is a way to see more of it. So you're not just seeing St. Petersburg, you're not just seeing Moscow, you're seeing a little bit of what else goes into making Russia, Russia. The boat that we're on is a 5-star luxury boat. It's a beautiful boat and very highly rated. Oh, hold on, I have a note on it. As one of the more luxurious vessels cruising the Russian waterways, the 5-star MS Rostropovich is the perfect showcase for the legendary and historic towns and rivers of Russia's Golden Ring between Moscow and St. Petersburg. This is one of the most elegant vessels to travel the Volga River and one of the only a few with an elevator and private cabin balconies. So there you go. And it ends in Moscow, which conveniently is the start of our next part of our journey. So we're going to now hop on one of the world's most luxurious trains and head from Moscow through the Russian countryside, through Mongolia, and we're going to end in China. This tour, it includes tours along the way. So in the different areas that we stop, you do get tours included. There's tours in Moscow, and in China, we are going to see the Great Wall, and we're going to see the Terracotta Warriors, which for me, when I think of China, those are definitely two of the must-sees that I'd want to see there. The train that we're on is the Tsar's Golden Train. It is truly a luxury train, and I have a real thing for luxury train rides. Not that I get to do many of them, but it's just wows me. I love the idea of traveling by train and seeing the countryside, and just also the opulence that goes with it. You're treated very well. The cabins that we have on the train are excellent, because trains aren't known for you think boats have small cabins? Whoa, trains. So they're tiny little cabins on trains, but this is pretty good. We have a full washroom with a full shower, a sitting area. Of course, the beds, they are bunk bed kind of ideas, but definitely it's all in there. Okay, now Debbie is going to talk about the river cruises that we have coming up for Debbie. Maybe I'll go man the chat while she does. Oh, I gotta do that.
But yeah, river cruises are quickly becoming one of the most popular way to see regions and countries.
Yeah.
The boats are wonderfully appointed, super comfortable. But let's bring Debbie back to the microphone. You're certainly more of an expert on river cruises than I am. So tell us a little bit about the river cruises and some of the offerings that you guys are looking at.
It's a very enjoyable way of seeing all the sites that you want to see,
Yeah, I can
without
imagine.
spending hours traveling to get to it.
Mhm.
They're right there.
There's always something there,
It's right there
Yeah.
on either side of you.
Yeah.
You have a little bit of water, and then it's all land on either side of you. It's just spectacular. The castles and just the sights alone that you see. In our case, coming up in April, we'll be doing the tulip time.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, I was just asking if it was okay to say 2020, because we actually have the Tulip Time River Cruise coming up in 2020.
And the thing to know about our river cruises is they sell out
Quick.
So yeah, like forever, they're sold out, and people are like, oh, trying to get in and such. And as soon as we have a cancellation, if we put up because we don't want to release the space back into the cruise line, because it's gone forever then. So we'll keep.
I don't know.
So we then put it out there, and we'll fill it right away. The river cruises sell out. If you're interested, don't delay, because they will sell out. They'll be gone.
Okay. So also on river cruises, all your meals are included, gourmet meals. They're like your breakfast, lunch, and dinner are always gourmet dinner. It's amazing. It's only about 140 people on your river cruises. So it's a very small, intimate relationship that you build when you're on there. As well, like our small group that travels together, you get to know the other people as well. The beer and wine is included, soft drinks at lunch and dinner. Other drinks are actually for a fee. Gratuities on some of the tours are included. Transfers are always extra. As far as the service, it's top notch on river cruising. We have this one here is the Tulip Time, so we'll have this one again in April of 2020. You'll be seeing some of the different tours come up now, and as well you'll see them. This is actually going to be up for booking right away.
It's up now.
It's up, yeah. This Tulip Time one, a few of them actually that we're going to be coming up, they'll be ready for bookings, because there is actually on this one here a special savings of $900 on the Tulip Time. If you
These rates already reflect the sale. So
Yes.
these rates are $900 off what the rates will be once the sale ends, which I think we had a date for that.
March.
It's not very long anyway.
No, I think it's the end of March of this year.
Okay, so you can see that the category E, which is the lowest category, so you're gonna be lower on the boat and you're gonna have a fixed window, is $27.10 for the river cruise, which is that's your all-in pricing. So that includes your gratuities and everything. We don't like to list a price and then be like, oh, and add this and add that and add this. That's your final bottom line price. But that does reflect that discount. So once tour or the cruise line pulls the discount, we lose it. So right now, these are the prices that we have. The other thing to note about the prices, the single rate looks really high right now, and it is. It's like double the price. However, one of the things about Avalon that we love, and we use them for a lot of our cruises, is they release 5 cabins per boat. So that's 5 cabins per boat at a special single rate. And the single rate is almost the same as the double rate. It's a little bit more because of the way they do the taxes and stuff on it. So it's not exactly, it doesn't work out exactly to the 2710, but it's not that much more. But they only release 5 cabins when they do the sale. We think the sale is going to come out any day now. It's just not out yet. So what we're going to do is, if you book as a single right now, then we're going to just keep it. We're not going to put your booking into the cruise line. We're just going to keep it for the next few days. And once they announce this sale, we're going to grab as many cabins as we can right away. Last year,
We can't hold them though.
we
They
can't
have to
hold
actually
them.
be
Yeah,
bookings.
they have to be bookings. They have to be good to go. We can't hold them. We can't, because there's only 5 on the whole cruise ship, and we're not the only ones trying to do this. But last year we did it, and we were able to get 5. So we got all 5 singles for us. So if you're interested and you want a single, get it in, and you can talk to Debbie about this tomorrow, but she can explain it even more. But keep in mind that that promotion is there. We just want to make sure that we tell everybody, because it is a great promotion when it comes up, but it's like up and gone so fast. You gotta be right on it. Okay, so our next one is another big favorite that we do quite often.
One of mine. Not sure why I'm not going on in 2020.
Because you can't be everywhere at once.
Anyways, I just came off of this cruise. It was wonderful. Absolutely love the Christmas market cruise. I'll be the one that's on the top of the cruise, up on the top level, freezing, taking the pictures, okay, because it was cold up there. But absolutely stunning pictures. Love Christmas and love this Christmas market cruise. Again, pretty similar, all what we were talking about with the special discount. On this one here, it's to the end of March 29th, and it's a $600 saving, reflective in the pricing that you see there. Gratuities are included, and port charges are included. The only thing that's not included, we have to add on, because we don't always know if everybody's coming in on that day, are the transfers,
Yeah.
which are usually about $90 or so, about $45 each way. Only if you're coming in the day of sailing and leaving the day of sailing. They can be purchased at a higher rate if you're coming in before or after. We can also do pre or post hotels for you on this one. It begins, I think, in Prague for
Does it
2
include
nights.
2 nights in Prague?
2 nights in Prague. We're in a hotel. Last time we were on the outskirts a little bit, but it's a 5-star hotel.
Yeah,
So we had to
they're
walk a
usually
little
really
bit to the
nice.
markets. But it's just a matter of what they can get at the time, and they always have 5-star hotels. It was a beautiful hotel, just a little bit of a walking distance on that one. So yeah, we have 2 nights, all transfers, everything, it's all taken care of. Like I said before, on river cruises, you have a choice. Generally, it's an included tour every single day. Every single day we have a tour included, and then we also have optional tours. And quite often the tours are listed for the morning that are included, and then the afternoon they'll have like an optional to go somewhere else. And I usually send that out quite a bit early and distant, like about a month in advance or so you can take a look at them.
And Avalon's really good because they have different levels of activities for their
Yes.
excursions, right?
Yes, sorry, yes.
Yeah, they'll do like a lower level
Yes.
activity excursion for people who have maybe some mobility issues.
Yes, sorry, yes, they do. It's all color coordinated. Generally, if I find somebody in my group might need to have a little bit slower pace, then I would recommend that you do a certain tour. And I usually, what I do is grab all the microphones and everything that you need for everybody, and last time everybody was fine with how much walking and everything we had to do. But yes, thanks
Perfect.
for reminding me on
No,
that one. That was
excellent.
Excellent.
Okay, and now we have a new one coming up for us, and that's going to be the Mekong River Cruise. So this one is up on our website also. It includes 3 nights before the river cruise in Siem Reap, and then we travel down the Mekong and we end up in Vietnam and do 2 nights at Ho Chi Minh City, with of course tours all along the way. So obviously on the boat, all your meals are included, wine and beer with dinner, and also beer, spirits, and soft drinks are available all day, all included. At the hotels, there's some meals included, and they're listed actually on the full itinerary on the website. I can't remember off the top of my head what they were. So again, here is the pricing for this river cruise. We do not have the single rates yet. This is with a different cruise line. They don't do the same single rate promotion. So we won't be getting those super discounted single rates with this cruise line. But these are special rates for the regular cruise itself.
It's a $900 savings if you book by April 30th.
Okay. So those rates there reflect the $900 if booked by April 30th. What's I like about this cruise line with the different levels, Category C, Category B, and Category A are all the same cabin. They're just different positions on the boat, and on our website you can see kind of which different positions the different categories are in. But all their cabins have a French and an outside balcony, so they're very big, bright rooms, and lots of view from them, which is excellent. And then Category S is a suite, so it's a little bit bigger cabin, and again, still with that French and outside balcony. The deposit's $500 with this. This cruise line is called AMA Waterways, and the final payment will be due September 1st. And that is going to be November 27th till December 9th. So it's a little bit longer with the land portions in there. And that price does include the river cruise and those land portions I mentioned. So it's 5 nights land portion. And one other new river cruise that we're really excited about. This is something that we've been asked for a fair bit. So we're quite happy to bring it to you. Keep in mind that with this Mississippi River Cruise, it fills up so fast. We're already having a lot of trouble finding space for next year. So we can't hold space, so this isn't going to last long. If you're interested, you're going to have to get it booked because it's not going to last.
This one actually is going to start in Memphis.
In Memphis, yes.
With a 2-night stay at Elvis's place.
Can you tell Debbie's a little excited about this? This is definitely going to be her tour.
Okay, so, but yes, it will include the 2-night stay in Graceland, but I can't remember the name of the hotel.
Okay.
Sorry.
I don't know.
It's just because we've just been working on so many things at once.
Oh, yeah, okay, go ahead.
And so there's also some early booking savings on this. They said that this one goes really quick, so that there's no specific date on the early booking bonuses. It's a matter of when they start to book up, then they start to reduce the early booking bonus.
And we do have pricing on this. So this is going up on our website very shortly. So next day or so, all the details will be up. We just ran out of time to get everything up. And another interesting note, they have specific single cabins. So they have smaller cabins with just one bed. They have both one with just a picture window, and they have one with a balcony for singles only.
I think the window opens.
Yeah, I think it's
It's like an open window.
Yeah, it's just a small.
Yeah.
There will be pictures on the website. It's not a huge not a huge window, but it does open. And those cabins are very good price. So they're just slightly more than what your double rate would be. So that if you want to have your own cabin, that's a really good option. Again, there's
Very limited.
and they're going to sell out. Okay, so moving on, we're going to look at some other new tours. This is the Antarctic Expedition. It's actually been up on the website for a little bit of time now. It is kind of another one of these bucket list destinations, and quite amazing. It's something that, you know, it's one of those places where everybody should see once. We're doing it with Quirk Expeditions, and they are a very well-rated expedition company. So it is a true expedition. It's not just a cruise ship going to the Antarctic. It's an expedition. So being with that, we're going to have lectures by specialists on board, and we're also going to have a photography specialist, and you get a parka. So the pictures, you see those orange parkas everybody's wearing? You get to keep one. That's exciting.
Wow.
So you get a parka to keep. They are also very well equipped for everything else you need going ashore. Includes beer, all your meals obviously on a cruise. Includes beer and wine with dinner. The tour actually starts in Buenos Aires. You fly down, the flight is included to Ushuaia, and that is where the cruise starts from. The rates are in US dollars on our website, and I just want to point that out because most of our rates are all in Canadian dollars. However, we get the rates from Quirk in US dollars. If we convert them to Canadian for you, it would involve a little bit of currency exchange, and so it raised the price kind of just a little bit slightly, and we didn't want to do that because it's already a more expensive type of tour, and we didn't want to raise it any more than the price was already there. So we've kept the pricing in US dollars. So and if you're looking around at someone just asked if there's scuba diving on the and on this particular tour. I'm not sure. Send Debbie your email address. We will find out and we will let you know, because I would have to look it up and it's just hard to do that right in the middle of the webinar. But just send her, you're on the chat right now, send her a quick note with your email address and we will email that back to you. So the price is $96.25 US for sharing, and single occupancy, again, they have special cabins just for singles. So it's not a huge step up as some cruises are to get your own cabin. So if you want your own cabin, it is $11,155 US. The deposit, take note because the deposits are bigger for it. It's a $2,000 deposit due at the time of booking, and final payment is going to be due October 1st. But if you're interested, I think it's an amazing opportunity. If you have questions about it, certainly let us know, and we will answer them. And moving right on from that is our Chile and Argentina. That has an Easter Island add-on. So this is going to start in Buenos Aires. It's going to work its way down south. You're going to do Patagonia and then up into Chile, a little bit of wine country. So it is a little bit of everything, really getting kind of that southern tip of South America covered. And then we will have an add-on to Easter Island. Easter Island is literally in the middle of nowhere, and it's quite a flight to actually get even from Chile to Easter Island. So we thought instead of having it an automatic part of the tour, we'll let people decide if it's something they want to do, because it's a place, it's, you know, again, just an amazing, different kind of place, a place that a lot of people might really want to see, but also some other people might be like, yeah, I don't want to do that huge flight just to go out there. Very South Pacific in Easter Island, and it's going to be very different than what we experienced in Chile and Argentina. We are going to have a Quebec City winter getaway. So this is going to be in January. And we're going to experience Canadian winter at its finest, which makes me wonder, living in Canadian winter right now, what we're thinking. But they have the ice hotel there. They have, it's beautiful, and it's really a winter wonderland. So it'll be a great short getaway, just to experience Canada. Then we are heading to Australia where's my notes? Australia in March. So it's going to be quite an inclusive tour. There's going to be flights involved because we're going to want to hit some of the major points of Australia, and they're all very far away from each other. So that'll come up. And then with that will coincide New Zealand. And again, we'll do both islands in New Zealand. A lot of inclusions, of course, the wineries and the sightseeing. Beautiful, beautiful destination, and very different. So if you're doing Australia, to do New Zealand's really a good addition, because you're very different destinations, even though they're both so far away from us. Okay, this one, very excited. This is a destination, it is so high on my bucket list and so high on a few others. Debbie's lucky enough, she's actually been there before, but those of us who haven't, this is a must do for me. It's getting a little bit more stable now. The Canadian, some of the bigger Canadian tour companies are just opening up tours that haven't been doing them for a little bit. So we are keeping a very close eye, of course, on the safety, because it's a little tenuous. But as long as the safety stays where it is and is okay, this will be a go for the tour. So keep an eye on that for sure. And that is going to be in October 2020. Oh, and my next one. Okay.
This incredible destination.
Yeah.
Borneo.
Oh.
Not a place a lot of people go, but
No, this is
well worth it making it
Yeah.
to that part of the world for sure.
And anybody that knows me knows my love of Africa, and especially primates. And so this is just a natural fit. Really, it's a place that I have to go see. Orangutans have to just, and you know, to be there, and to also there's a lot of conservation issues going on with Borneo right now, and especially the habitat for the orangutans. And I'm really interested in being there and learning more about that. And then another destination that we have done a few times, it's always so much fun and so popular, is New Orleans. So this will be a short getaway. It's going to happen in April. It will coincide with our Mississippi river cruise. So we're going to start in Memphis. We're going to do the river cruise, and at the end of the river cruise, we'll have the New Orleans getaway. So you can make it one big tour, or you could do just parts of it. And of course, the New Orleans tour would not be the same if we didn't do a little cooking school there. So we do the New Orleans School of Cooking and learn how to make some great New Orleans food. We do a walking food tour. We go out to the plantations. We do a swamp tour. We're there for 5 days, and we really, really pack a lot into it. And it's just the food, the fun. It's, you know, everybody needs to do New Orleans once. We are going to also go to France. France is going to be in August, and we're going to head to the Bordeaux region of France this time, just for something a little different. Paris has kind of been the tried and the true, but we're just heading out to the countryside and doing a little something different. And that will coincide with England. Again, getting from the city, from London out to the countryside, Stonehenge, a really nice inclusive tour. I think it gets into Wales. We do the train, don't we, down to Wales?
Yeah.
And so it's a lovely, lovely tour. Okay. Another new kind of destination mixed with an old and tried and true. Turkey. So we're going to do an actual Turkey tour and mix that with our private yacht tour that we do every year. So we often do with the private yacht, we do Greece and Turkey, that whole Aegean kind of sea coastline there, the turquoise coast, which kind of runs between Turkey and Greece. We very often go up like the Greece coast and then kind of do a little bit, or go up the Turkish coast and do a little bit of Greece. But next year we're going to concentrate on Turkey, which is a fabulous destination. Everybody that has done our yacht cruise has loved Turkey. So this is why we thought really it's a destination of its own. We really need to treat it that way and highlight it a bit. So that will be coming up. Croatia. It's been on our radar for a while, and we thought we really had to get there. So it's going to be September that we're going to head to Croatia.
Beautiful time of year to go too. Weather is still nice, and it's a bit of a shoulder season, so you're not dealing with the crowds you might get in June or July or the prime summer months.
And let's see, Nashville, another short getaway that's been very popular. So we will be getting there for 5 days in October. Oh, another new one. It's going to be Sri Lanka and the Maldives. So we're going to do a tour in Sri Lanka, followed by an add-on small yacht cruise in the Maldives. This is, again, Sri Lanka is beautiful and has that whole kind of jungle atmosphere that I love, but mixed with the Maldives, that's another must go to. I think it's the white sand and the crystal turquoise blue water that I'm attracted to. I love it. Okay, and then moving on from there, we're going to do India. We actually have 2 tours to India. Our first one's going to be a cultural tour, so it's going to do the Golden Triangle with the Taj and the real cultural aspects of India, followed by a safari. We did a little bit of both. Kirsten and I actually went out to India and did some tour previews earlier last year. And we did a little bit of both. So we did the cultural tour and then we got some safari in. And, India can't be overlooked as a safari destination. It really can compete with Africa on some levels with the lodges and what they have available. And of course, they have tigers, which you don't have anywhere else. So if you want to see a tiger, you have to go to India. Keeping on the safari vein, in September, we're going to head to Tanzania and do a little bit of the Serengeti, and followed by a tour to Uganda. So Uganda, which is famous for gorillas, we're looking at a Uganda-Rwanda tour coming up for 2020. Include, of course, a gorilla trek, chimp trek. You can see the Big Five, and we're going to throw in an ATV ride that we did a couple of years ago there. That was so much fun. We're going to repeat Thailand. Thailand was very popular for us this year, sold out very quickly. So next November, we're going to head back to Thailand. Then we have our new active tour. It's going to be to Peru. So as opposed to this year's tour to Peru, which is more of a cultural tour. Next year's tour in 2020's tour to Peru is going to be very active. So we're going to be staying at some beautiful lodges, and every day you trek to the next lodge. So everybody's probably, well, most people have probably heard of the Inca Trail, which is the popular way to get to Machu Picchu. But this is the Salcantay Trail. So it follows the same mountain range on the other side. It's a lot quieter, a lot less of a busy kind of trail. The Inca Trail can be very, very busy. Lots of people on it. Everybody's camping. This is a quieter trail, not as much going on. And the beautiful lodges are wonderful. So you hike all day and then you stay at a beautiful lodge.
There's a comfortable bed, there's a jacuzzi, and there's a very nice meal.
5-star meal.
Glass of wine waiting for you.
Yeah, yeah. So it is a beautiful. If you're up to a little bit of an active tour, this is an excellent option for you. And we will also, at the same time we're running the tour with the hiking, there is a riding option. So if you do ride horses and you'd rather do that than walk, you can do it at the same time with the riding option. Oh, where's Sarah? Sarah was going to say a few words about this. Sarah, are you there? Oh, Sarah.
Here, yeah, sorry.
Hi.
Hey, Sarah.
Let's unmute everything. I'm all good. So I have to give a funny about this because when Marianne asked me, I was like, oh yeah, I can go on a canyon ranch. And I'm thinking it's, horseback riding and a dude's ranch. It's not at all. Couldn't be further from the truth. So Canyon Ranch is in Tucson, Arizona, and absolutely phenomenal spa location. And it's a luxury resort where you're all about renewing, taking a breath. We're all so busy, and it's all about focusing on you. So there's lots of activities focusing on wellness, spa. You can either power it up and get your fitness regimen going. They have mountain hikes should you want to do anything like that, classes to manage stress, and even there's any to do watercolors. So it's a completely different feel, connect back to yourself. And I would really like to know what a luxurious bath ritual is. So I guess we're going to find out about all of that. And I'm very much looking forward to that step back and connecting with all the wonderful women are there and just, reconnecting to us, which is what we need to do for ourselves.
Yes. Excellent. All right. Oh, and Sarah's still up.
Oh, me still?
Yeah,
You're still.
Okay.
on to Iceland.
So this one, I don't know about any, but this is on a bucket list for me. Very, very, very excited about this one. So this is a National Geographic journey. It's I believe this is a 7-day one, right, Marianne?
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it is. Anyway, so we're going to explore the land of fire and ice. We will get up, we'll be in the Lava Tube Cave. We will also be touring around to the hot springs. We'll be in Reykjavik. Now, the funniest thing is try to say the words, say them properly. So we will be going to the Jökulsárlón Glacier, and I may not be pronouncing it completely proper, but we'll also be going to the Skaftafells National Park. We'll be touring around, and it's not an active tour, but there will be walking involved. We'll be going to a local geothermal farm where they will actually make us soup. We'll have it there. And I'm looking forward to this one, especially with experiencing all of it.
Yeah, it's a lovely tour. I think it should be excellent.
Looks it.
And the Blue Lagoon, of course. Everybody has to do the Blue
absolutely,
Lagoon while you're there.
Yeah.
Especially after your spa time in a Canyon Ranch. So you'll be very good.
Yeah, with thoughts of the Blue Lagoon in Iceland coming. Absolutely.
Oh, and now Linda is up. Let's unmute her.
See if Linda's around.
Hi, guys.
Hi,
Linda.
Linda.
Is everybody staying warm?
No. It's so cold.
Well, then I'm excited to go to Portugal.
Yes.
So Portugal, and I'm probably going to be the same as Sarah. I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this all correctly. São Miguel, known as the Green Island.
Yeah.
Looks very exciting. Lots of exotic places waited to be explored. And apparently it's the largest of 9 islands on the Azores. The riding week offers a collection of half days and full days rides. And we'll also be doing some interesting sightseeing trips into towns, craters, hot springs. Yeah, I can't wait. Lots of scenery every day. Some days the horses will be transported to different trailheads so that we can visit different places as well and get different landscapes, and there'll be different riding paces. There'll be lots of walking, trotting, cantering. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. I'm just so excited.
Hey, Linda, what kind of riding experience would someone need for a tour like this?
I think they'd have to have a knowledge of the horses, but from what I understand, there's different paces that we can go at.
Right.
So as long as they've had some experience on a horse,
Okay.
I think they'll be okay.
Right.
I've been told we can go at different paces, you know.
Okay. So
Well, I can tell you, Linda was my riding instructor for years, and even if you can't ride, she'll have you like cantering in no time, and she'll just yell at you if you don't.
And I'm not going to say that that's true, but yes, hopefully everybody will be well taken care of.
She will. Yeah, she will.
I'll help everybody out as best I can, and yeah, we'll go with the flow.
Yeah, if you the big thing I think if you don't have any experience riding, you need to get some riding in because you will be very uncomfortable after a few days of hours in a saddle if you're not experienced at it, just from a comfort level.
Yes, I think
doing
that's
some butt callus going. Okay.
Yes, it's not so much maybe the tour, it's making sure you've got a little bit of callus on your butt to be able to, some hours in the saddle to be able to,
Right.
to do it. Yeah. But it's all well worth it.
Very good.
Thanks, Linda.
Thank you. Okay, so I just want to quickly go over Grand Journeys. We've touched on this. We talked about the signature Grand Journey. So a lot of these different tours work together. So if you want to spend longer in a destination and just do it with like the one flight kind of idea, then you have that opportunity. So I'm just going to quickly go through the ones that go together. Some of them probably that made perfect sense as they came up, but just in case. So at the Antarctic and the Chile and Argentina both go together. Antarctic finishes in Buenos Aires and Chile and Argentina starts in Buenos Aires. Australia and New Zealand. The India Cultural Tour and the India Safari Tour. France and England. The Tanzania Safari and the Uganda Gorilla Trek. And Thailand and the Mekong River Cruise. Okay, so now we're at a very exciting point in our evening.
Well, I see balloons and confetti, so it's
Let me just go and confirm with Debbie for a second.
I have to say at this point, my 2 cents worth, and I'm very excited for everybody.
yeah, big suspense.
Yeah.
I think it's my job now to fill in the time a little bit, but Debbie and Marianne are just going over the draw right now. But
Don't sing or dance.
but super exciting lineup of tours for 2019, 2020. A really impressive, diverse lineup of places to go. Locales. I think there's really something for everyone in the tours.
First book tour is.
And Debbie and Marianne are just compiling the prize list right now.
Kevin, I'm sitting on the other end and I'm very excited.
This is a booking too.
I'm excited for your Portugal riding tour. That's going to be fantastic.
Oh, Kev, what could be better?
Yeah.
Anything on horseback.
Yeah,
Put me in the port, put
I
me
heard
anywhere.
I think I heard Reg in the background. Hey, Reg.
Hey.
Yeah.
Save a horse.
This is a nice time to think about tours and travel planning when we are absolutely locked into the coldest weather of the last couple of years. It's just nice to look at sunshine and exotic locales and blue water and color other than white and gray. So it's a fun time to think about travel.
For me, it's not where I'm going. It's experiencing something different on horseback.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, the beauty of it.
Yeah.
Well, the scenery and seeing it that way is stunning.
I'll watch this.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. And then the one thing that that Marianne's really imparted, and Debbie as well too, with the tours, which is really nice, is the friendships that develop so quickly in that style of travel with that size of group, and the experience, the shared experiences and the lasting relationships is a really cool thing about these tours. Literally, in a tour, you make friends for life.
You do. And you know, Kevin, I met some people that Marianne and my friend Margaret were on last fall, and a couple people came over to visit here, and I got to meet people that had been on the tour with them, and it was wonderful.
Yeah, it's a dynamic that's happened tour after tour, and it's a really fun way to travel. And I think the ladies are getting very close to completing the draw right now, so we're almost there.
Okay.
Drum roll.
Drum roll. Okay, so first, after all that, okay, before we do the tour that we're giving away, I just wanted to, we're going to give away some gift cards. So we have some of you that have won gift cards tonight. When I say your name, hopefully I won't mess it up, but when I say your name, if you can send either by email or on the chat, Debbie, you're going to just send her your email address, your phone number, and your mailing address so we can mail this to you. So if you hear a name, just please contact us with that information. So the winners for the gift cards are going to be Stephanie Walker, Joanne Gellis, Sarah Block, Claire Ann Moore, Melissa Charrier, Judy Deutscher, and Donna Bowers. So if you heard your name, please just get back in contact with us with that information so that we can send you out your gift cards.
Congratulations to our gift card winners.
And now for our grand tour, or grand prize, which is going to be a free tour next year. So this tour, and it's as long as this tour goes. So if this tour doesn't go, we will replace it with something kind of equal value.
It's everybody.
Yes. So what
Everybody that went on the website.
So what we've done is anybody that's booked tonight, and also to be fair, because we have some people that did book ahead of time for tours. So anybody that's booked a 2019 tour or booked tonight is in for this free tour. So the free tour is going to be to New Orleans next year. It's in April. We will contact you with full details and let you know. Okay, and the winner of the tour is going to be Angela Ryu. I'm not sure if she's on right now, but Angela Ryu is going to win our free tour. Congratulations to Angela. Thank you to everyone that is joined us tonight and is here. We're going to start opening up the line now. So if you have any questions, please let us know. And I'm just going to go through the questions as I see them. Allison, I see you have a question. I've opened up your mic. Hi, Allison.
Hey, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm good. I just booked Antarctica, so I can't wait for that adventure.
Excellent. Thank you so much. It'll be great. I'm going to be leading Antarctica, so you will have me
great.
on another great adventure.
You again. My question was, you kept talking about this chat room, and where was the chat room? I wanted to see everyone and chat,
Sorry,
and I didn't know where to find it.
If you go on the website, there's a chat on the website. And
Oh,
so it was from the chat on the website,
okay.
which Debbie's been very hard trying to keep up with all night, which has been a little hard for her when she had to talk and such, and it's kind of been going crazy. But yeah, that's where it was.
Okay.
Thrilled that you're coming to Antarctica with us. Thank you so much,
Yes.
Allison.
Can't wait.
Can't wait too. Did you have any other questions?
No, that was it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. We will talk to you very soon.
Yep.
Okay, take care. Katya. Hi, Katya. Katya? Maybe you don't have a microphone. I've opened up your microphone. Oh, we got a bunch of questions here. Oh, I see, Kat. Do the prices include taxes? Yes, all the prices and their bottom line prices. So there is nothing that is on top of the prices. They include all taxes, everything. Let's see. Let me see if anybody else is.
Do we just need an email address or a physical address?
We have physical address.
Okay.
Oh, I see Donna Barber. Hi, Donna. I've opened up your mic.
Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Hey, Donna.
So nice to talk to you guys again.
Donna.
I just signed up for Ireland.
Excellent. Oh, fantastic. We're so glad. You
Me
will
too.
love Ireland. Oh, I love Ireland. You'll love it. It is a great tour. It's a fun place, so you will fit right in.
I'll tell you all about it in April.
Are you guys going to offer a tour of southern Italy?
We will, just not in 2020, obviously. But yes, we kind of try and bounce around Italy because now that we're doing northern Italy, we will definitely next time will be a more southern Italy type of tour. Is there somewhere specific that you would like to see?
No, it's just that I've seen northern Italy and
So-
I would like to see the south.
So, okay, yeah, for sure.
You know those hot Italian men are waiting for you, right?
I know, that's why I'm packed already.
Excellent. Yes, we will. Probably 2021 at this point, but it will come.
Okay.
Thanks.
The Turkey Land Tour sounds awesome.
Yeah, that'll be nice because you did the Turkey yacht cruise, right?
Yes, it was
Last year.
absolutely
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah, so the land tour are really.
And I've always wanted to go to Iceland too, so that looks really shiny too.
It's a great tour. I love Iceland. It's just one of those places where you feel it's so natural and so safe and so clean. It's just,
I'd love for you to join me in Iceland.
All right then.
All right. We'll make it a date. Sounds good.
Okay. That's all I got for you, girls.
Well,
Okay.
thank you. Hope you were, well, you're probably out in BC quite warm and happy. Calgary.
yeah.
Oh,
Calgary
Calgary, maybe you're not warm and happy.
Actually, Calgary is absolutely beautiful.
Oh, is it? It's freezing here right now.
I
Oh,
drove her in a blizzard.
Well, we're getting our blizzard on the weekend, -25.
oh, yuck.
Yeah.
Oh, well, stay warm and stay safe, and we will see you soon.
Take care, Donna.
See you, Donna.
Bye.
Bye. Gertie, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hi, Gertie. You
Hi,
had a
Gertie.
question.
Yes, I was wondering about connecting with other travelers. I have never traveled with you before, and I'd just
Okay.
like to know more about your organization and how other travelers have experienced their travels.
Okay. Well, when you book on any tour, we do open up a Facebook group for that tour, and some of the groups are very active with the different members going on the tours, talking amongst each other and kind of getting to know each other that way. Other than that, we do have one big Facebook group page for all of the Women's Travel Club, and sometimes ladies will ask each other questions and kind of chat there. It doesn't get as personal as it does on the different tour Facebook pages. And other than that, because we're very spread out, like you're going to find that the ladies that travel with us are from all over Canada and the US, so it's not like we can have meetups or anything like that. So it's kind of getting to know each other on the tours. Definitely things like tonight, you've heard some ladies that have traveled with us before talking a little bit, and just that type of thing.
Okay, yeah, just your tours look amazing. I
Oh,
just
thank
like
you.
to connect with people that have experienced them in the past.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Oh,
Sure.
for sure. Yeah, for sure. And you know, a good way is even to go on are you on Facebook at all?
Yes, I've checked your Facebook page. There's not a lot of interaction. That's what I was wondering.
No. So the group is better than the page. The page is more just, you know, posts about different things, but the group is more where people might ask questions. So even if there's a tour that you go on that you're interested in, you could go on there and say, hey, I'm interested in this. Has anybody else done it before, or anybody else interested? And kind of start something that way. And then the ladies that have done it or seen it will comment and talk to you about it.
So is that on a Facebook group?
Yeah, it's a
How do
Facebook
you act?
group.
Is it a closed group?
It's no, you can join it. You have to be accepted. That we just basically keep men out of it that way.
Right.
But so if you even if you want to send a quick email from the website to us, we'll send you the link to get to the group.
Okay, I'll try that. Okay, I'll do that.
Send that, and we'll send you the link. Probably the easiest way, then, because I'm not really sure offhand how to just find it. But the link will work, and then you can go on there and chat a little bit more.
Okay, that's perfect. Thank
Okay,
you. I'll do
great.
that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, have a good night.
You too.
Is there a way to connect with past travelers to get a feel for the experience they had?
That was just
Oh, that was
her, right?
yeah, that was
Gertie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Jane Howd, you're self-muted. If you unmute yourself, you could talk. Jane? No.
Hi, are you there?
Oh, hi, Jane.
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
I'm thinking about doing the Israel trip
Okay.
with a friend, but I'm really concerned if for some reason does the travel insurance cover if one of us can't make it for a covered reason.
For a covered reason?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. So if you have travel insurance, the policy will usually cover yourself and your traveling companion. So if one of you can't make it for a covered reason, the other would be covered also.
Does it say that in a contract?
Yeah, it'll say that in the policy.
It would.
So,
Okay.
yeah, for sure. If you send us, if you go on the Israel site, there's a link there that you can ask for an insurance quote. And so we can send you a quote for the insurance and a copy of the policy, and then you could read over the policy and see that in there.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Good question. Thank you, Jane. Oh, Liz. Hi, Liz.
Hey there. How you doing, Marianne?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's fun listening to you guys tonight.
Well, thank you. It's always so, you're nervous when you start it and then you start talking and then you don't shut up. So
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm looking forward to going to Peru in September.
Excellent. I am very much looking forward to it too.
Yeah, and I did make a note there. I tried to sign up for Russia, but it sent me to the Argentina sign up.
Someone else mentioned that too. Yes, I don't know. You know what? It's in my rush to get everything done and a lot of copying and pasting. I've messed something up. But when you go to sign up, if it doesn't say the right tour, just in the notes, put what tour you're pre-booking for. We'll make sure you're pre-booked for the right one, and I will also go in and fix that. But thank you.
All right, sounds good.
Excellent. Yes, Russia should be amazing.
And I'm just really glad that you guys are as cold as we are right now here in Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's so cold here. It's crazy.
Enjoy sharing the pain.
Thanks so much. Wisconsin. Oh, yeah.
It's like the whole state.
Oh, I know, everywhere. Okay, thanks, Liz.
You bet. Thanks for all the information.
Oh, thank you for joining us.
Stay warm, Liz.
Have a great night.
Yep.
Take
Bye-bye.
care. Bye-bye. Who we got here? Nancy. Hi, Nancy.
Hi, I'm calling from Florida, where it's hot and sunny.
Oh.
Yay.
Well, that's kind of mean of you.
It's not sunny and it's not hot, but it's.
Well, we're heading there in under 10 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
Heading to Orlando for a little bit of Disney and golf. So we'll be soon enough.
Yeah.
Bring your bathing suits. You'll need them.
Oh, we will.
We'll
Sorry,
find room.
everybody.
So,
My question is regarding insurance. I know you're a Canadian company. Who is your insurance carrier?
in the US, we use TravelX. We have a Canadian contract with Alliance and an American contract with TravelX for our American ladies.
Okay, so it does not have to go through Canadian insurance.
No, we have an American company we use for US.
And we actually know it works because Sam got her money back from Morocco.
So if you're looking at tour and you want a quote on that insurance, just send us a little note on the insurance quote and we can send that off to you and let you know how much it'll be.
Okay, good. I really enjoyed the webinar. I didn't know that much about your company, and some of your trips look really amazing.
Oh, excellent. Thank you so much.
I do a lot of traveling, and I travel most of the time as a solo, and I don't really like going with couples and being the only solo sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one of the things, right? It's a totally different feel to be on a tour where it's all couples and it's you, or to be on a tour where you're with just ladies and you just feel like you're traveling with a group of friends.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us, and
Thank you
have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. You too. Stay warm.
We'll try. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just wish me luck driving home.
Oh, yeah. Sandra Clark. Hi, Sandra. Sandra? Okay, Sandra might not be right there. Sarah. Okay, I'm gonna move on to Sarah. Oh, you're self-muted. Hey, Sarah. Oh, hi, Sarah. You're unmuted. How are you?
Hi there. Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. I
wondered.
Or are you cold?
Yeah, I just wondered when you send out, if we're signed up for a trip, when do we know who the other ladies are on the trip so that we can contact them and start sort of getting to know each other?
Usually as soon as the tour is guaranteed, I start up a Facebook group for that tour. So it's just the ladies going on the tour that are part of that group.
Okay.
So you'll get invited to that. In getting all this kind of prepared and stuff, I'm a little bit behind. So I do have 3 or 4 tours that I need to start up groups for. And I think you might be talking about maybe Africa, Botswana and South Africa. Yes. So that is on my list to start the Facebook group for. And then you'll get invited to it, and then you'll be able to chat with the other ladies on the tour.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Thank you. And I hope you have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, and thank you for the prize.
Oh, you're welcome. Don't forget to send Debbie I know we probably have your information, but then
I'll send it tomorrow.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you. You too.
Who was that?
Sarah Block.
Oh, okay.
Vicky Finder.
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so I was wondering, I'm on your website and I see Women's Travel Club Canada, but I don't see anything about Morocco. How do I sign up so that I can contact other people or at least get some information about the Morocco trip?
Okay, so you're talking about the Morocco trip that you're booked on for April?
Yes.
Yes. So that's another one that we will have we'll make a Facebook page. So that's the same as I was just saying to Sarah. We have a few tours that we need to have that Facebook group set up. So as soon as we set it up, we'll invite you to it. And then you can you'll meet the other ladies and you can chat with the other ladies on that group.
Great. That was I really enjoyed listening to your, what do you call this now? A webcam?
Webinar kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever it is.
So much.
A lot about all your other trips, and that was really very informative. So I appreciate it. And thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us.
Great. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
It's nice weather in California.
Oh, very good.
Never been
Very
making
good.
us jealous.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Take care, Vicki. Have a good night.
You too. Thanks a lot.
Okay, let's see. Oh, Anita. Oh, hi, Anita. Anita, can you hear me? Hi, Anita. Oh, I think I lost her.
Oops.
Oh, okay. We'll shut that back off. Okay, I'm gonna go. Some people sent in some pictures, some questions. Can't hear anything. How do I see this? I can only hear. I have one that says I can't hear you. The next one says, how do I see this? I can only hear you.
Some technical issues.
Yeah, that must have been earlier. Any of the new active tours include scuba diving? As time goes on and we develop more active tours, I would think that we will definitely have ones that include scuba diving, because I know we do have a fair number of ladies that scuba dive. It's something that comes up quite often. As of right now, our first real active tour is Peru, so it doesn't, just because there's not really any scuba diving there. But that is something that we will definitely look into, and like I said, we get asked about it quite a lot, so I'm sure it's something that will come up. Do the prices include taxes? Yes, they do. Let's see, what's the approximate cost for the signature? Liz, the approximate cost for the signature grand tour. We don't have all the pricing yet. So it's hard to hazard a guess, but we will hope to have the pricing probably in the next few weeks for everything. I want to sign up for Ireland only. Thanks. Oh, okay. Yeah, Donna, no problem. You can sign up for Ireland. Anything else? Insurance. Did she ask that? Okay. Okay, I just went through all the written in questions. It looks like everything has been answered. I know. Oh, Anita Hubley with the Russia sends you to Argentina, Chile page. Yes. Sorry, the pre-booking for the Russia is saying Argentina and Chile. If you're trying to pre-book for Russia, just write in the special comments that you want to pre-book for Russia. We'll make sure you get on the right pre-book list, and I will go in and fix that right away. Thank you, everybody. I want to thank everybody so much for joining us for this webinar. We had a great time putting it on for you, and really appreciate the great attendance and everybody coming out. Thank you to my tour leaders who took time out of their busy, very cold evenings to be online and to help us present this. I really appreciate that too. I hope everybody has a fabulous evening, and we will talk to everybody soon and hopefully see you on a tour very soon.
Thank you, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Bye, everyone. Night.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
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 Hi. You called. Mm-hmm.
Marianne.
Uh-oh, what was that? Oh, just,
Hello.